Did you know that Pensacola has some really nice gated communities? Most people don't. And if that's what you're looking for, then you know what? You got to stick around, because in this video, I'm going to go over the top 8 gated communities in the area. And I'm actually going to show you what it's like to live in that community. I'm going to pull up the map and I'm going to show you how far that community is from the beach, how far it is from downtown. Is there grocery shopping? Are there restaurants, bars, and how close are they? So if that's what you're looking for, make sure you stick around. I got a good one for you. All right, so let me pull this up here. I want to pull my map. So listen, we're going to go over the top 8 gated communities here. You got to make sure you stick around, because the 8th one, you're going to be blown away.
I'm blown away. You're blown.
But I got a map here of Pensacola. Here's downtown. Here's Pensacola Beach. So our first one we're going to talk about is Antium up here in the Beulah area. Okay, so this road right here is called 9 Mile Road. Okay, it's going to bring you right into Pace. Actually bring you right in Alabama also. Okay, if you hear people, or they're not going to refer to it as Highway 90, they're going to refer to it as 9 Mile Road. This area is Beulah. Okay, so Antium up here, let me check this out. This community has about 222 properties. Houses go anywhere from 300 to 400. You got a little community pool and everything right here, which is cool. Now, the only thing about that area, if you go up Beulah Road right here, you're going to hit into the dump. So some people don't want to be that close to the dump, whatever. You're pretty far from it. But that is just one of those things you want to keep in mind. But Antium is our first, not number 1, it's our first gated community for this tour. All right, so the next gated community that we're going to talk about is Key Plantation. Okay, so one thing I love about Pensacola is just how unique so many of these areas are, right? Downtown is so different than Beulah. Beulah is so different than Perdido Key. So Key Plantation is down here on Perdido Key. Perdido Key is a cool little spot. One of the best beaches, super cool. If you want to go into Alabama, that's where it's at. You got Floribama, one of the coolest bars. Kenny Chesney made a song about it. A lot of people come through. And then if you want to go over to the wharf, you're going to come over here and do that. So, but let's check out Key Plantation. Now, Key Plantation, you're right here. You got Sunset Grill. If there's tons of restaurants around here. And if you go up here, you got Publix, you got Winn-Dixie. But let's check this out. So this is Key Plantation. There's about 78 houses in the community. It butts up to Lost Key Golf Course, aka Lost Ball. As you can see, it's surrounded by water. The houses in there go from anywhere from 600 to 900. But the great thing is the location, right? You're right here on the key. Super, super cool. We've helped tons of people from YouTube that are relocating to the area. So if you have any questions, and if you'd like to get, a virtual tour or anything like that, make sure you hit us up. Hit the subscribe button and the notification button, because we are putting videos out weekly about what it's like to live, sleep, eat, vacation, do all that stuff here along the Panhandle. So let's dive deep into this, baby. Let's go. All right. So number 3 on our list is Windward Cove. Windward Cove is over here on the west side of town. Now, as you can tell when we're doing this video, you're not going to see a lot of gated communities on the east side of Pensacola, because these neighborhoods were just, more established, been around longer. There's not that much brand new construction like subdivisions over on this side of town as there is over here. So that's why you're going to see a lot more of the gated communities over on this side of town. So Windward Cove over here, the nice thing is if you work on the base, you're not too far. You just jump onto Barrancas, which is right here. Barrancas Road is this. Barrancas brings you right downtown, right into there, and it'll bring you over here. And if you hear also, this is Gulf Beach Highway that brings you like that. And that turns into Sorrento Road. But so Windward Cove over here on the west side, let's bring this up. One thing I love about so many of these communities, there's all the trees, right? I mean, look at this thing. It's just surrounded by trees. And for me, being from Phoenix, I love all the trees. I love the oaks. Yeah, all the leaves and stuff like that, kind of a pain in the butt. I absolutely love the trees. I think it's so awesome, especially you get into some of these areas and they have the Spanish moss. It's so cool. But Windward Cove, right here, there's about 120 homes. Homes go from anywhere from the 300s to the 700s. You're right here by Perdido Bay. Super, super cool. Like I said, you're close to the water, easy access to the base. But Windward Cove, if you're looking for something a little more mellow, chill, doesn't have the community pool and all that kind of stuff, Windward Cove is a good spot to check out. All right, so the next one that we're going to cover in our top 8 gated communities is the Cove. So here's downtown. The Cove is on Inner Rarity Island. I love Inner Rarity Island. It's so cool. Such a beachy little island. You'll hear it Inner Rarity Point. You'll call it the Point. But it's over here off Gulf Beach. You got the Winn-Dixie, you got Publix. Now, the cool thing about this whole point here is you got Hub Stacy's, which is right over here. Let's see if we can bring it up. Hub Stacy's right here. They have another one of those downtown. And then you have the Point restaurant right here, which is great little spot. Hub Stacy's is on the water. You got, different boat ramps and things like that. But also, if you just want to cruise over to the Key, boom, you're right there. But the Cove is over here. Let's bring this up. Now, the Cove, there's about 51 properties in this community. You got waterfront properties. It's right along here. Homes go from, $500,000 up to multi-million dollars. Depends on whether you want to be on the water or not. But super, super cool. The only thing is very few homes come on the market. So if you're looking for one of those established neighborhoods that's not going to have a lot of turnover, and you want to be over on the west side, you like that kind of beachy feel, like, let's hang out, hang loose and chill. The Cove is the next gated community on our list. All right. So number 5 on the list here. And remember, this isn't like, 1 through 8. This is just, I'm just throwing these out there, but you got to make sure you stick around to hear what number 8 is, because it's going to blow your mind of how many homes and what they have to offer. So the 5th one on our list is Vintage Creek. Vintage Creek is up here by Antium, up here off 9 Mile, up in the Beulah area. Let me bring this up. Another one of those spots where I just love all the trees. I mean, check this out, guys. It just borders the trees, right? Being from Phoenix, I'm like a broken record. I just love it. But in here, you have 181 homes. Prices for real estate go anywhere from, the 400s to the 700s. But check this out. Super cool neighborhood. You got community pool right here. But that is Vintage Creek up there off of 9 Mile. Now, what I will tell you, what's cool about 9 Mile, I don't think I talked about earlier, you got Navy Federal Credit Union right here, one of the largest employers of the area. And then this big area is what's called the OLF8 property. That property is going to be developed probably within the next 5 to 10 years. It was a land swap from the Navy with Escambia County, but that's going to have mixed residential, commercial, industrial, and they're actually putting another entrance to the 10 for Navy Federal over here, so that way there'll be multiple exits for people. So tons of stuff going on in this Beulah area, tons and tons of stuff. So if you want to be up in that kind of country spot, you're there. You're about 20 minutes downtown. You're about 40 minutes to the beach. 26 miles. I would say 45 minutes. It's easy. All right. So the next one we're going to talk about is Country Club Place. Now, some of these other ones that we've been going over, they've had, quite a few, couple hundred or over 100 properties in the community. So if you want something that's just a little more chill, a little more elegant, a little more high-end, country club place could be your spot. So this is, 5 minutes from downtown. It's right over by the Pensacola Country Club. So you got downtown is right here. This is Pensacola Country Club. So if you want to become a member of the country club, also you got the Pensacola Yacht Club over here. And then if you work on the base, you got the base right here. Okay. But check this out. This is Country Club Place right here. Okay. So you're right here by the country club. Here, there's only 20 homes. Now, once again, those places, they don't come available very often, right? Since there's only a few of them. Homes go from the 600s up to multi-millions here along the water. So if you're looking for something a little more quaint, a little bit more, maybe older crowd, more quiet, then Country Club Place might be your spot. But remember, that's what we're here for, is to help you and answer any questions that you need. All right, so the 7th stop on our tour here is Parasol West. Now, I love this spot. It's over on the Key, super, super cool. But once again, you're about 45 minutes, to downtown. But if you want to go into Orange Beach, you want to go to the wharf, you're so much closer, right? But Parasol West, and you guys got to make sure you stick around to hear the next one, because your mind's gonna be blown of what they have. But Parasol West, there's only 53 homes that are in this community right here along the water. Homes go from the high 8s to multi-millions. Waterfront is secluded, really close to the Alabama border. I mean, once again, you got Floribama, but we love just taking the boat. We go over here, Floribama Yacht Club, but here's Floribama right here. Such a cool place. Like I said, Kenny Chesney made a song about it. Parasol West, super cool. That is our next spot for gated communities here in Pensacola. All right, so on to the last one. Hey, remember, if you ever have any questions, or if you want to know a little bit more about the area, we'd love to answer any questions for you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. But our last spot here is Nature Trail. Now, Nature Trail is up here once again off 9 Mile Road, but this place is fabulous. It's fantastic. There's over 655 properties in Nature Trail. Okay. Homes go from the 4s up to multi-millions. You're up here in the Beulah area, right? So here's your Dollar General. There's your Publix, and everything is right around here. Check this out. You have all these homes, but the cool thing is I think they have one of the best developments for the area. You have a beautiful pool. There's tennis courts, there's basketball. You have this really cool community center. Really, really awesome. But look how, just lined up with trees. Look at all of them. Such a great community. All right, guys. So, hey, hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully that gave you a lot of insight to the few gated communities that we have here in the area. And remember, once again, if you want to learn a little bit more about the area, make sure you call and text us 850-637-8622. We would love to help you out. Hopefully you have a good one. Bye.